Hey guys, and welcome to our opening of M20. It's your boy Leon and
Callum.
we thought we'd open one of our boxes that we're getting. These are available at, game stores everywhere, but we have some down at Geek Out. If you want to come and play in our pre-releases that we're holding all weekend and Friday, feel free to come along. If you've pre-ordered your boxes as well, you can grab yours. So let's get cracking with this, and while I'm opening, we're going to be talking about some of the cards we're hoping to get from the set and some of the things that we like. So, got my trusty dusty keys. Seals open, no going back. Let's do this. So, Callum, what are you looking forward to?
Well, me, I'm really liking the new elemental support because from what I've seen, there's a lot of it. We've put massive emphasis on it, especially with nearly all the genres doing something with elementals. And that's quite fun to me because I don't think in the short time I've played Magic, elementals have really been a thing in Magic.
Nah, they've been around here and there, but not actually as well. There's so many of them because there's Omnath and there's, I can't remember its name. I think it's Yalguf or something like that. But anyway, first pack. Let's see what we get. Just gonna quickly speed through the comments. This set is a really good set for drafting and stuff. It's a lot balanced, but also has some stuff for Commander and stuff like that. So we go to our first uncommon, Overgrowth Elemental. One of the things that I'm looking forward to playing in an Omnath deck. Loyal Pegasus, hardcover, and our first rare is Repeated Reverberation. Have you seen this?
No, I have not.
It is an insane card, and look at the elemental token. The tokens in this set look insane.
They are
I'm actually going to put that up there. Line can go there.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fun, that is.
Yeah. Basically, it reads, use a Planeswalker ability 3 times. Or any instant or sorcery. It is an insane card and really broken. Don't mind me if you see me moving stuff around and just figuring out where I want everything. I'll go uncommons there, commons there, tokens, because they look awesome. They need to be in the shop.
Yeah, they definitely.
Obviously, got my home girl, Vivian, as my favourite.
How about you, Leon? What cards have you been looking for in the set?
Vivian, obviously. I'm also looking forward to the Sultai Elemental. I can't remember its name. I'm hoping to pull one from here. Artemis All-Seeing. Now this, I went through the set today. This seems a bit unbroken. Deal damage to an opponent. You may reveal your hand. If there are at least 6 different converted mana costs, that player loses the game. That's just an insta-kill. Look at that soldier token.
Oh, why not? I feel like that card isn't... It's obviously not a command. It's not a standard card, should I say?
No.
But
that's going to fit more in probably Commander.
Commander definitely, because Blue can manipulate his hands very easily anyway.
It's not just that, it's the draw. You imagine if you have like 20 cards as your hand and don't have to discard any.
Yeah.
You're going to have a variety of CMCs. Alright, so let's just skip these to the uncommon. Scholar of Ages, another Overgrowth Elemental, Goblin Ringleader, Temple of Epiphany. Now, anyone who was playing around the Pharos era, you'll know about this card. Because these are reprints, but these are lovely reprints. We've got an island and a demon token. These tokens are insane.
Yeah, I think they've realised that they don't want the tokens to basically just be another Magic card. Because they're really not advanced. They're not like they got rows of all the text. They literally just, here's a thing that was made by another thing. So I think they've kind of gone, we can actually spruce up the art a bit on these.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the last time that they revamped the tokens, it was after Pharos, I think. And they did a lot better, but these ones just look awesome. I hope they keep up with this stuff. Let's see what we got. We got Dragon Mage, Looming Shaman, Grave Digger, and a Lotus Field. Now this card's interesting because you have to sacrifice 2 lands to play it, but then it taps for 3 of any colour. But it's hexproof, so it protects itself. I kind of like it. I'm not sure a deck that I'm going to put it in, but I'll figure something out. We've got an island and we've got a wolf. Oh, that wolf. Those eyes on that wolf.
Yeah.
The only thing that I wish that they did with this set was foil tokens. Could you imagine that wolf in foil?
Yeah,
those
foil tokens would have been very nice.
Just glowing. I
think with Lotus Field, it's going to take a very unique deck to take advantage of it. Like, definitely it might be more support towards 3, 4, even maybe 5 colour decks. Because it's, yeah, you're chucking away maybe some mana support, because you're chucking away some over mana. Like, too much mana you have on one specific colour.
Yeah, makes sense. Ooh, Temple of Malady, or as I call it, Temple of Milady. Love this card. Milady. Also, if you ever see me play it, be followed by that, just Milady. No mythic yet, but still young.
Decent rares as well.
Really good pulls so far.
Yeah. I think as well what people have maybe underestimated about this set is sometimes the uncommons are pretty good as well.
Oh no, yeah. Well, this is another really good one. If you're building an elemental style deck, this lets you basically look for them. It was on the shortlist for a deck that I'm putting together for someone else. Starfield Mystic. Enchantment spells cost 1 less to cast. Now, I play a lot of enchantments, but I don't think this is a card that I'm going to use outside of a particular deck that I might build. But it's not bad.
Yeah. I mean...
There we go.
Oh,
Foil Rare Ferocious Hydra. Now, I was hoping that I got one of these. This one and the Legendary Hydra. Yeah, boy. Sorry, that's made my day. And the Zombie token.
Yeah. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. This is an interesting card because it's either a massive threat by itself or it can get rid of a threat as well.
Well, you pair that with the Legendary Hydra, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, this creature's coming in with 4 counters on it already without me putting any more mana than the double green. And then, if you have like Panharmonicon, it's like, okay, I'm going to do both of its abilities.
Yeah. I think also for standard it's quite fun as well, because it is one of those things where, because its toughness has 1 above its power, it's always going to generally have value against it. Or with it, it's never going to be, oh, that's just going to die because I've had to trade it with. Generally, because you can control how big it's made, you can adapt it for what kind of deck you're fighting against.
Oh, I didn't know Evolving Mobs was in so. Our rare for this set, Rotting Regisaur. Very good card. I'm actually looking forward to playing that one in standard.
I'm
Spirit token.
Terrified of it, because I play mono blue, and I have nothing on turn 3 that can deal with that.
I mean, it makes me discard a card, but for 7 sits on turn 3, I don't care about my hand after that.
Exactly. I mean, it doesn't have trample, so it can be chump blocked to death, but...
I mean, it can, but it's not going down easily unless you have a Sedge Scorpion, which is in this set. I really like the look of this one. Where a creature you control dies, gain 1 life and draw a card. Putting more value into sacking your own creatures. And Knight of Ebon Legion.
Eben.
Listen, yeah, I mispronounce cards all the time. Did you not see what I did with, what's it? Madadi Shaman or whatever it was? I called Ritz Madadi.
Ritz Madadi, okay.
Yeah, but I called it Ritz Madadi. Oh look, we got a foil one as well. 2 foil rares, this is not bad. Ooh. Treasure token.
Oh,
that was lovely. If you guys are wondering why I keep facing cards that way, it's Callum sitting there, I'm sitting here.
Yeah, I think Ebon Legion, he's really good because obviously 1 mana for a 1/2 is already good value, but the fact that if he just has such value by himself.
Pile up here.
Because if you're flooding and you've only got him, you can still turn him into a pretty terrifying threat.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of the cards making things vampires and making a comeback.
Vampires always have a place. It's the support that they get in the next set that will really make a difference.
Yeah, because we do lose a lot from the Ixalan set.
Yeah, I mean, what's the card we was playing in Cabana earlier, the Ascend one?
Twilight Prophet.
Yeah, that's going to be a major one because that isn't it? Ridiculous. Thrashing Brontodon, my dino boy, is back. Wake Root Elemental, not a bad card. Untap target land you control, it becomes a 5/5 elemental creature with haste. It's still a land, and that's a permanent. So for 5, you make a 5/5 elemental. So like we were saying with an Omnath deck, it's going to be handy.
Yeah.
Now, how is this fair? Yeah, Ajani's creature gets turned into a token. His boy is going to be spammable, essentially.
Yeah, I have a very mixed feeling towards the fact that they announced that Johnny's 5 main in all its aggravating glory so easily accessible because, yeah, the moment you have removal, it goes away.
Yeah.
But if you don't have removal, you die because it just gets so big so quickly in mono white.
Another goblin. Oh god, I hate goblins in standard. Eternal Isolation.
Some people would have an opinion against that.
Diamondite. Hanged Executioner. When it enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Exile this card. Exile target creature. So it's not bad. It's an exile card on stat. Well, on field. It's a 1/1, but there's cards that can take advantage of spirits in the set. And we get another soldier.
I mean, until September, we still have Supreme Spirit.
This is true.
You know, maybe for a brief period, spirits might actually be a thing in standard.
Well, there is, I think it's called K-Car, the Jeskai creature,
Yes.
Scorpion, that takes advantage of you sacking your spirits.
Yeah.
Now, this is a card that I don't think I'd ever see in standard again. God's willing.
Yeah.
Gain protection from the color of your choice, scry 1. Now, I was playing this in a very nasty heroic deck, and I got told, yeah, that ain't going to be a thing anymore. I was like, oh, but...
Because instant speed, that isn't a problem
just
anymore.
Instant speed, protection. Even the scry is insane, but just the protection. Bishop of the Wings. Whenever an angel enters the battlefield on your control, gain 4 life. Whenever an angel you control dies, create a 1/1 spirit token with flyers. So another way to make spirits.
And angels as well, because we still have a few good angels in standard.
There are a lot of angels in standard until rotation happens. We've still got the Fleming Angels and Lyra 19. And Lyra and her crew of angels. Interesting times we're going into when this set comes out fully. I put those in the wrong place. There we go. Got Howling Giant, Scuttlemark, Loyal Pegasus, and a Graph Digger's Cage. Very modern playable reprint. Some Commander decks are going to be playing this soon as well because of how much Graveyard Recursion is going to be about.
It's much more hate.
So see, I have the Graph Digger's Cage in my John sideboard, and I really like the card, but as it is, it's just like... Still no Mythic from the spot shit, and no Leylines, and I really like the Leylines. Not just the Leylines that they have in the set, just Leylines in general I really like.
What was it? I was playing Arena yesterday, and a guy basically spammed 3 Leylines down on Aussie turn 0, and then played Rampage of the Clans and turned them all into 3/3s.
Oh. That's one way to use them.
There could be a 5-colour deck coming out with just this basic Gruul, but with all the Leylines in.
I like these. Each colour has a coloured artifact equipment. It's really cool.
Yeah, I like it when they kind of, especially in core sets, when they balance things out a little bit like that.
Now this is going to be really nice for land decks. I think me and you both going to need these. Dread Presence. Whenever a swamp enters the battlefield on your control, choose one. You draw a card and you lose life, or it deals 2 damage to any target and you gain 2 life. Yep. So that inside a Windgrace deck, which we both have one.
Yep.
Very different decks, but we both have one.
Oh, baby.
That's 3 foil rares in the set. What's going on? Oh, and the Chandra Awakened token. Emblem, not token. This box has been insane for foil rares.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about Chandra.
Which one?
That one.
That's the mythic one.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't like her ability. When she hits the field, she has to die.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chandra, I think we just got the uncommon one in this. So you got Reckless Strike, Chandra, Novice, Pyromancer. Elementals get +2/+0 for a +1, for a -1. Add 2 red for a -2. Deals 2 damage to any target. She comes in on 5 for 4. Now this is not a bad card.
It's not a bad card. I don't think I'll see play, like, say, with a team elemental deck if that becomes a thing, because their force block is already taken up by Omnath and so many other big threat elementals. I don't think, maybe in sideboard where her down ticks might be more useful.
Yeah, I think this is probably... the minus for 2 red could come in handy later on, but I think this is probably a commander card.
And shield card, because if you get that and then loads of elementals anyway, you just whack her in.
Speaking of your boy, we have Omnath, Locus of the Royal. Now, we've been talking a lot about him, so let's go for him. When he enters the battlefield, it deals damage to any target equal to the number of elementals, so making your land elementals. Chandra, giving it +2/+0. Whenever a land enters the battlefield on your control, put a 1/1 count on target elemental you control. If you control 8 or more lands, draw a card. It's a 3/3 for 4. So just more and more value. Let's put Omnath up there.
Yeah.
And then we got a foil Veil of Summer. Now this is really... Have you read this one?
I have not read this one.
Yeah. So, draw a card. If an opponent has cast a blue or black spell this turn, spells you control can't be countered this turn. You and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and from black until end of turn for 1 green. Yeah, this card is going to be insane. It's there was Veil of Autumn, which kind of did the same thing, but this does way more stuff.
Yeah, it's the fact people might say, but it's only against black and against blue. Guess what? That's 2/3 of Esper. I don't care.
And Elemental Bird, that actually does look good. And you'll find out from more and more videos that we're going to be doing. Blue is not my thing, but I can appreciate good art. And that is good art.
Yeah. And when we say blue isn't our thing, when we see that, there we go. Well, that gives us reason to include Sea Rift in the deck.
Let's see, Dragon Mage.
See, I see Dragon Mage, and I think, I could just ramp to that for giggles, and then just mill them.
Yeah. Cover and Field of the Dead. Now, I saw this one today. Like I said, I went over the set today. This is actually a really good card. Whenever it or another land enters the battlefield under your control, if you control 7 or more lands with different names, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Now, how easy is that in Commander? Think about it. If you're not playing loads of basics, you're going to have 7. Because you're going to be getting your Creeping Trailblazer. You're going to be getting your Shocks, your Jewels. And any other kind of way. You might be playing original Jewel lands if you're so lucky. Like Plateau and Bayou.
I'm not that lucky. There's a reason I play Windgrace. It's budget Windgrace.
I wish I had a Bayou. Yeah, that one. So we got Barkhide Troll. I mean, a 2/2 for a 2/2, which enters the battlefield with a +1 counter. So it's really free for 2 green. Move a counter from it, it gains hexproof until end of turn. It's not a bad card.
It's not, especially if you can get Proliferate Tricks, which thanks to Water Spark, they have a lot of.
Another Field of the Dead.
Nice.
We got Jungle Hollow and a foil Goblin Smuggler. And a zombie.
What's that do?
What? The Goblin Smuggler? It's a 2/2 for free, has haste, tap it, another target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn, so making sure that you're hitting your opponent.
So Cavalcade with the Calamity's going to love that card. Admittedly doesn't trigger itself, but you say, cool, my other 1/1 can.
Yeah, just this gets through, and because this gets through, and continue the list of stuff that can happen.
Yeah.
I really don't like Mono Red. I'm glad that it's losing so much, but I have a feeling that it's not going to lose anything.
I feel like it's mostly going to transition to Big Red.
Yeah. Speaking of big things, Gargos Vicious Watcher. This is the Hydra that I wanted. Hydra spells you cast cost 4 or less. 8/7. Whenever a creature you control becomes target of his spells, not a spell your opponent controls, a spell, he fights up to one target creature you don't control. So that 8/7 is going to smack something in the face. Has vigilance, but it's mainly that line there. Hydra spells cost 4 less.
Yeah. And some people might be wondering, well, that's kind of broken.
I mean, it's not a mythic, but it's going there because that's something that I really wanted from this boss. Yeah. Another thing is Vivian.
Yeah. Yeah, some people think the fact it's a 8/7 for 6 mana is not broken. Especially with the vigilance.
I mean, you say that, but Artemis is like 6 drop 4, basically a win, and plus it has the ability pay 3 to tap, draw 2 cards and discard a card. So,
yeah, but no, you've got to remember with the Watcher is that it's not a melee fight. So if they have one thing that's a death touch thing, it's gonna fight and it's gonna get hurt.
I guess true. Going through, got the Bark High Troll. Colossus Hammer now. This is a really cool card. Equipped creature gets +10, +10 and loses flying. Equipped for 8. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, that's ridiculous, but if you can make that equip cost 0, which some white cards can do very prominently, you basically have target creature gets +10, +10.
So, Infecti, how you doing there?
Oh god.
Definite modern card, I feel like it will turn up.
Now this is another card that I wanted. Golos, Tireless Pilgrim. For when it enters the battlefield, you may search the library for a land card. Put that card onto the battlefield tapped and search and shuffle your library. So any land card in your deck. And then for Wooburg and 2, exile the top 3 cards of your library. You may play them this turn without paying their mana cost.
Nice. Yeah, that's a definite threat. Like, obviously, Wooburg is very difficult to pull off. Even the fact that we have the shocks.
Unless you're playing a deck. Well, it can only go into a commander deck, which already produces Wooburg.
Yeah.
So if you're already doing that, then you're fine. The thing that I love about it is the fact that you don't have to pay the mana cost for those, but you have to play them at speed. So if you're doing that during your opponent's turn, you can't play any creatures.
Yes.
Unless you have like
Leylines Anticipation, which gives all your spells play?
Yep. And the Ori. Or Alchemist Refuge. I think those are the only ones that can do it. What we got? We got another Veil of Summer. We got Scholar of the Ages. I really don't like this card. Challenger's Regulator. Whenever you activate a loyalty ability of a Challenger Planeswalker, you may pay 1. If you do copy that ability, you may choose new targets for the copy. 1, tap, discard a mountain card or a red card, draw a card. Now, the reason why I don't like this is because the Mythic Challenger says that gives someone an emblem that we saw in the tokens pile. And this basically says, oh yeah, give someone else an emblem as well. Or give target player 2 emblems. And it's like, at the beginning of their turn, they're just going to take 2.
Yeah.
But, Challenger needs a Lightning Sun. Alright, what's that? So, 1 mythic from the box so far. Let's see. What else? Corpse Knight.
Now, Corpse Knight, I actually really like the look of. It's one of those cards I want to pick up because I'm planning on making an Orzhov, maybe Esper deck.
Yeah, see, I was gonna build a Mardu commander deck, but this could go very well in an Orzhov like standard deck. You just play aristocrats in standard. It's been done before, and
well, the fact that we have that, and we also have Cruel Celebrant, which basically does whenever a creature dies or Planeswalker dies, they bleed 1 and you gain 1. So those two combined, of they are always losing life, no matter what you play creature-wise.
Yeah,
it's just punishing because they're both on the same curve, but they just hurt.
And that just says whenever another creature. Oh, that's enters the battlefield. So you just playing tokens when they die, they lose things. When you play them, they lose things. It's
so you play that
horrifying,
first, and then you play Cruel Celebrant next.
Yeah. Lightning Stormkin. This is an elemental that I was thinking of with a Omnath deck. Just a flying haste, but it's the fact that it, unlike most elementals, it doesn't die at the end of a turn. So 2 for 2 that can hit your opponent straight away and has flying, so they're probably not blocking it. And we have Elvish Reclaimer. Now, this is something that I think we both need for our Windgrace. Sorry, I always call him T'Challa, so it's weird to think of his name. Gets +2/+2 as long as there are 3 or more land cards in your graveyard. 2, tap, sacrifice a land, search your library for a land card, put it onto the battlefield tapped, and shuffle your library. So a way to get select lands from your deck, which again will pair really well with Field of the Dead and with Multani. Yeah. With your girl Multani.
Yeah, my girl Multani.
Those of you who don't know, Multani is a 0/0 that gets +1/+1 for each land in your
graveyard and in play.
Yeah, there we go. Just testing him, making sure he remembers. Bright Beetle, Tombbound Lich, really good card. Death Touch Lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, where deals combat damage to a player, draw a card and discard a card, getting you to your combo pieces. Our first Leyline is Leyline of the Void, and I can't think of a better one. All of the Leylines have this text. If a Leyline is in your opening hand, you may begin the game with it on the battlefield. And then this one is unique to Leyline of the Void. If a card would be put into an opponent's graveyard from anywhere, exile that card instead. Very, very sought after modern card. Very, very good.
Yeah, currently sitting at $18.
Really?
I checked this morning.
Oh, wow. We got a foil Blood Burglar. As long as it's your turn, it has lifelink. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah.
For 2. A 2/2 for 2, which has lifelink during your turn.
It's a slightly better bear.
Oh, bears.
Oh, don't get me started on bears.
Modern Horizons has us bear happy. Put on.
No! Oh, that took 2 seconds too long to click through my brain. No, please no.
Believe it or not, that was not intentional either. We got Tail's End, counter target, activated ability, triggered ability, or legendary spell. I've been told by our local blue mages that this isn't as good as it seems because it only hits legendary spells. But who knows, it might find its place. We got Mountain. We got Aperture of Blood. Whenever you gain life, each opponent loses a life. Loads of foils so far.
See, that's another reason why vampires are coming back. That's a make you 5 mana, but for a 4/4, that especially considering you're playing vampires and you gain so much life anyway, that's just accelerating their bleeding.
Yeah. Well, we got 3/4 rares, all of that goodness, and we still have 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 times 3. Quick maths.
Wow.
Yeah, there we go. We've still got 13 packs left, so this is number 13. Go all the way to the uncommons. We have Unchained Berserker, Salvager of the Ruin, York's Wave Crasher, and Villis Broker of Blood.
Let's have a foil version of him as well.
Yeah. An 8/8 for 8. Not bad. Blossoming Sands and a foil Cloudkin Seer. Loads of foils from this box.
Yeah. Yeah, he's quite fun because it's like, oh, I pay 2 life, I draw 2 cards, and I make something you have smaller. That's for 1 black mana.
Yeah. This is a really good card if you can figure out how to get it in the battlefield for cheaper because 8 cost is... Eesh.
Yeah.
But it has potential to just obliterate your opponent. I could see that being played in an Orzhov life gains deck. That alongside the Johnny and his Pride Caller and all that. It'll go really well. Devote Decree, Captivating Gaia, Angel of Vitality, and Planar Cleansing, an old school card. Destroy all non-land permanents. Now see, to me this is one of the most annoying board wipes. But that's because I love playing artifacts and enchantments, and this just says goodbye to everything.
Yep, you have nothing. It is a terrifying card, especially with all the plane. I think they had to reprint though because of all the Planeswalker that came out of Water Spark.
Yeah, you need some way to get rid of them, and there was a board wipe in Pharos that did it, but that's again in Pharos. I can't remember its name. Vengeful War Chief. Whenever you lose life for the first time each time, put a 1/1 counter on it. 5 drop for a 4/4 that gets bigger when you lose life isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Especially if you're making yourself lose life in a controlled way. Then it has loads of value.
Such as with Barrel or many other decks. Like Vampires, they also have quite a lot of bleeding effects in there as well.
Yep. Can I just talk about this iPad? They introduced it in Horizons. It was on a watch. It was an uncommon card. I don't remember its name, but it looks really good. That one. I can't remember what the card's called. It's Watch of something. I'll have to look it up. Who knows, I might annotate and put the card's name on screen.
Oh, that's wishful thinking.
Yeah. Empyrean Eagle. Flying. Other creatures you control flying get 1/1. So increase the flyers. Gravedigger. Cavalier of Flame, our second mythic.
A terrifying one at that.
Yes. Creatures you control get +1/+0 and gain haste for 2. That's insane. When it enters the battlefield, discard any number of cards and draw that many cards. When it dies, deal X damage to each opponent, and each planeswalker they control X is the number of land cards in your graveyard. This is a insane card, and is probably going in the Windgrace deck. Well, we got Yangling, Skydancer's Emblem as well. Islands you control have tapped, draw a card. That's actually really cool.
Yep.
It's just a shame that she starts on 2 and you have to get her all the way up to 8.
Yes. Maybe she has a +2, but even then, she's gonna go. Like,
Yeah.
you play her, everyone goes, right, we need to get rid of it.
Her +2 stops a threat, kind of, but it doesn't save her. Her -3 can't be used straight off the bat either.
Yes. I feel like that is a major drawback. Because she just can't, like, if that was, she could down tick, get the 4/4, and stay alive even on 1. I think she'd be a little bit better because then, you'll climb up 7 loyalty points, but she would just then have something else to protect her that a little bit longer.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Thought Distortion. This card is evil. This spell can't be countered. Target opponent reveals their hand. It's all non-creature, non-land cards from that player's hand and graveyard. So, Woodland Champion, I know I kind of spoiled it, but our third mythic for the bots. This is the one that I was talking about. Yorick the Desecrated. Death Touch Lifelink for 5. If a permanent entering the battlefield causes a triggered ability of a permanent you control to trigger, that ability triggers an additional time. So it's basically Panharmonicon doubled.
Yeah.
It also means, just like how Callum has pulled it out, this happens twice. You can pick both of these abilities when you play a swamp. That's insane.
Which is why Scape Shift is now looking like to be a deck, because you play loads of land, you get him out, you get Dread Presence out, then you
I'm so happy this is my boss. What's that? We got Omnath Cavalier, Yorick, we got Hydras, all Golem token. I'm so gassed. This is a really good set. Anything you think that I should hope for left in the set other than more Hydras? Because, you know, how Hydra...
What, like something you wouldn't want to see in your pack?
Well, no, something that, if this was your bot, something that you'd still be looking for at this point.
I think obviously the main one everyone was really wanting is the new Chandra. Not for me, because I like red. But
yeah, well, like I say, to each turn. We got Dungeon Geist, Flying Spirit, 4-drop for 3/3. When it enters the battlefield, tap target creature opponent controls. That creature doesn't untap during its controls and taps it for as long as you control it. So I'm thinking this will probably find a place if you can put Helm of the Host on it.
Oh,
and you just make loads of them and tap down your opponent's board. Really cool. We also got a zombie. I didn't know Gift of Paradise was in this set either.
I know they're giving a lot of, because it's obviously they've got the wedges in this set. They're giving a lot of mana fixing support.
Yeah,
because they kind of have to, or they just wouldn't be playable.
Pulse of Marasa, Bloodthirsty.
Basically, it's a Johnny's Pride mate on wings.
Yeah, pretty much. And it costs 1 more. Colossus Hammer, and Cavalier of Night. That is our 4th mythic?
Yes,
yeah,
it
4th
is.
mythic.
Yep, 4th mythic.
I think this one's probably one of my favourite ones. 4/5 for 5. Lifelink. When it enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, destroy target creature an opponent controls. When he dies, return target creature card from your... with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. So if you plan it right, you can chain into some real good value.
Yeah. He chains very well with the green version. The green version is when it dies, you may exile it and put another creature on top of your line.
I think when you play it as well, you shoot it for a land.
Yeah, you mill 5 or 4 or 5, and then you put a land on the battlefield, and then the rest in your graveyard.
We got a Cerulean Drake, Herald of the Sun, Diviner's Lockbox, and a Repeated Reverberation. This is a really good card, like I said at the very beginning. Just going to speed it up a bit. What else have we got?
Nothing to do with the elevator music.
Uncaged Fury, Woodland Champion, Cryptic Caves, Still Overseer.
Now this card is the only card I actually am concerned about in this set.
Oh, tap, put 1/1 counter on each artifact creature you control. Oh yeah, because the Healy's still around. Oh no.
Is the Healy still around?
Maybe we should stop talking and giving people ideas, who knows? And
4-drop Khan is still around.
Oh no.
3-drop Khan makes any artifact creature.
I mean, it could be worse. It could stay colorless because then,
Ugin's boys would work.
yeah, Ugin's boys will get bigger, and that's something that we don't want.
Yeah.
Which is unlimited 2/2s that become 3/3s and 4/4s and
Just too many things.
Shifting Ceratops. 5/4 for 4. This spell can't be countered. Protection from blue. 1 green, it gains your choice of reach, trample, or haste until end of turn. I really like this card. I think it's going to be in whichever green something deck that I end up making.
Yeah, it's definitely going to see
Probably
playing
Golgari.
Yeah. It's definitely playing C playing standard because 1, it can't be countered. Protection from blue, which other than black is the main way to deal with creatures.
Yeah.
And the fact is, for 1 green, it can adapt to whatever you need, which is just insane.
I'm just going to put it down on turn 5 and get in that hasty 5 hit, hopefully.
Yeah, true.
Skip uncommon. Lightning Stormkin, Spectral Sailor, Gruesome Surger, and Serapha, Sky's Blade. I don't like this card.
See, I'm thinking of splashing white to put it in my mono blue deck.
Yeah, now see, in a deck like that, it makes more sense. Personally, I don't like it. There's 7 for 3 white and 4, or you may pay a white and tap 4 untapped creatures with flying. Flying lifelink, other creatures you control have indestructible other flying creatures.
Yeah. So it's basically...
Speaking of flies.
Oh god, what have you found now?
Anvil Warp Raptor. It's just a common, but it's foil. Flying and First Strike, a 2/1 for 4.
Saying that, First Strike, 2/1s for... Actually, 4 mana, actually, yeah.
I mean, it will happily trade with a Sedge Scorpion and live, so...
Yeah, true.
Alright, last 3 packs.
Make them count. Like you haven't already.
I think my value from this box has been insane. Let's see what we got. We got Air Elemental, we got Internal Isolation, Brightborn Cutthroat, and a Mystic Forge. I really like this card. Whenever you look at the top, you may look at the top card of your library at any time. You may cast the top card of your library if it is an artifact or a colorless non-land card. Tap, pay 1 life, exile the top card of your library. It's a good way to, if you're playing a colorless deck or a like Eldrazi or artifact deck, it's a really good way to be able to get your cards into play from your deck. Elemental. Really like this card.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, second and last pack. What we coming through? Kinda hoping that it's a Leyline of Anticipation, but...
Or Leyline of, what's the white one called?
Sanctity.
That's the one.
Noxious Grass, Pattern Matcher, Challenger Spitfire, and we got Temple of Epiphany. Didn't we get one of these?
Yes, we already did get one of those.
It's still a good card.
Yeah, they'll probably spike in value temporarily while people get their full sets. For those who haven't put one around like myself during Beros times where you probably had millions of things.
Yeah. They did kind of get annoying. But that's because we was hoping for other cards like
The gods.
the gods.
There's so
Alright.
many of them.
Last pack. Let's see what we get. We got Vampire of Daimoon, Scuttlemutt, Overcome, really welcome back, and a Starfield Mystic. Ooh, ouchies. I mean, it's not a bomb to end on, but it still is a really good card, making them enchantments cheaper.
Yep.
And we got a treasure. So, like we said at the beginning, this is my box. We'll be doing pre-releases all week long. Come down, have fun. Anything you want to add, Callum?
Yeah, there's Two-Headed Giant on the Sunday. That's something else we probably bring up.
Yep. Two-Headed Giant Sunday, I think it starts at 6. So come down with a mate, have fun, and we're hoping to see you there.
Yep.
Peace.
Bye.